So, Mrs. Farmer, if you don't mind taking that onion up and just chopping it.
In my chopper?
All the heck,
I
yeah.
will.
We're gonna chop these onions up really fine because I don't want big chunks in my
Good.
basil soup. That's absolutely beautiful. Now that's a whole onion. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off, where have we seen this before? Butter and onions, Mrs. Farmer?
Delish.
All right, so we're gonna take that whole onion.
We scrape it in there for you?
So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take that basil, what would you say, a half a cup?
Yeah.
We're gonna take the stems off, we're gonna chop the fire out of that.
All right, I'm gonna chop.
Chop away.
How's that look? Oh, wow.
Oh my.
Yummy.
When it's fresh, it is so beautiful and wonderful. Tell you what, let's do. Let's go ahead and put in our tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Beautiful.
Yum.
So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put just a little bit of chicken stock in here. That'll give you that little bit of fat content in there. To get our stocky flavor, I'm gonna put some chicken bouillon.
Yummy.
I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 cube in there. Now I'm not gonna put a lot of salt in there because I just put salt in there with the bouillon cube. So I'm gonna bring that to a good boil. I'm gonna go and put that basil in and let that start becoming acquainted.
I'm gonna try to get it all too. This is good.
Now that seems like a lot, but I'd prefer to have a lot more in there. At this point, I'm gonna add me some black pepper,
Stir for you.
just a pinch. And I'm gonna taste this as I go along. So that's 1 pinch. And here's the white pepper, a la
I love white pepper.
Chandler. So I'm gonna put in a little bit of thyme. I'm gonna put some dry thyme. We didn't have any fresh. I'm gonna put just a pinch. I would say that's probably a half a teaspoon. Now this is just dry oregano. Oh yeah, I'm smelling it now. All right, let's come in with a little tomato paste. That's a heaping tablespoon of tomato paste. We talked earlier about acid. What are you gonna do, Mrs. Warren?
And put some sugar.
Well, you gotta put a little bit in.
That makes it good.
Let's do a little more black pepper. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab a taste out of there just to see where we're at, so I'll know how to adjust at this point. I'm gonna let that cook for about 35, 40 minutes. We got the right amount of sweetness. We have the right amount of acid. We have the right amount, I think the perfect amount of basil in there. Now I added quite a bit too. In fact, I'm gonna add just a little bit more basil because it's tomato basil. Now that's been cooking a good little while. Let's take some flour and butter, make our little roux. Now we're not going real dark here on our roux. Let's go ahead and put that roux in there to thicken things up. Now that's gonna lighten the color up a little bit. Now that's gonna thicken that up just a little bit.
Oh.
All right, so here we are. At this point, I'm looking for my immersion blender, and if we're not careful, we could be wearing this. Now it's up to you at this point. You can make this as fine as you want, or you can leave some chunks of tomatoes. Now you can really smell that. Smell the basil getting blended up in there. Oh man, are you kidding me? Mrs. Farmer, would you like to try some soup?
I would. Is this our appetizer?
So if you'll hold that over the bowl here. Now this smells heavenly. We know exactly where these tomatoes came from. All right, now you want some cream, I'll bet you.
Yes, lots.
I'm gonna make this fancy for you. What else might you want? Some chives,
That'd be good.
maybe some more basil, some croutons maybe,
Yum.
and then to top it off, a little, as Taryn would call it, mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
I know you love tomato basil soup.
I do. I'm excited.
Go ahead and dig in. Tell me what you think.
All right.
Can you dig it?
Oh yeah. Very good.
You like cream in yours?
I do. Delish.
Look at that. Fresh, beautiful.